Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how to make a bar chart race using a Python package that I found, and here it is. First, I created a conda environment. Okay, and in a Jupyter notebook I have the code. Here, chart race. This is the Jupyter notebook that I used to create that setting. So first, we import the bar chart race package as BCR, and I'm using Pandas to open the data frame, to open the data that I have of the puppies, as you see here. I'm reading a CSV puppyweights.csv and setting the date column as an index. Then I'm just taking the headers that I need. So if you see the data over here, puppy weights. Good. I have another column that is a cat, artsy, but it's not being included. And you can see here that there are many of the columns, many of the puppies who just stop at some point. Those are the puppies that we found homes for. They were adopted and I stopped keeping track of their weight. And there are many missing values. At some point some puppies were available to measure and some not. So using a Jupyter notebook we can interpolate those values here. Pups.interpolate. This is just replacing or filling in the NaN values from the data frame. I'm using a linear fill. You can change the configuration of how interpolate works, but basically between two spaces that are empty it will linearly fill the gaps. And finally, how to create the chart using the package bcr.barchartRace. You pass the data frame that you want. I'm just passing the 30 first data points because it takes a while to produce a video. I modified this library so that it can accept images. By default, the one that is available right now from the creator doesn't support this feature, so I added it, and I also created a pull request in the original repository so that someone can check it out and maybe improve it and add it to the main package. You indicate a folder that contains the images that you want to load. Those images should be named the same as the columns. So, see, Emma, Simba, Ragnar, Luna, Big Black, Black 1, Black 2, Tiny, Hukumari, Rollo. If you go here to the folder where I'm running the Jupyter notebook from, I have that bar image labels folder. And inside, I have one image for each column of data for each bar that I want to plot. And each image is named the same way as the column in the data frame. That's how it's matching. Maybe it's not the best system, but it's just a quick way that I found for the moment. And here I'm putting the title, steps per period. This just makes the movement smoother. The two parameters that I added to this package are image label folder to indicate the folder containing the images and tick image mode. This one is trailing, as you can see here. It means that the image is always trailing the top bar, the top part of the bar, so it moves along. But if we put fixed, then the image will stay at the beginning, around this area, at the beginning of the bar, and it would never move. But I personally think that it looks better when it moves across. Then these are just parameters that you can play with. For the video that I'm showing at the beginning and that I'm gonna show here, the full video, I used a DPI of 600 to produce those videos. That gives a resolution of around 4K, which is what I wanted. And the data frame itself has, I think, around 220 data points. 210, 211. So yeah, this is done with Python. If you're interested in making something like that, you can ask questions in the comments, and also check out the package bar chart race from the original repository. I'm gonna link it in the description, and also I'm gonna put a link to my version modified, the branch that I created, so that if someone wants to help collaborate and make it better. What I included are changes that are not very generalized. This is the function that is doing the work, adding the images. That's the function that I added. We load an image using offset image from matplotlib. I'm not very familiar with matplotlib, so probably that's the main issue, and there might be a solution that is simple. I needed to get the window extent, like the size of each bar, so that the image can be dynamically resized depending on the different sizes of the bars, because if you put less bars, then each bar takes a bigger space, but the images don't move along or don't increase in size with that. So that's what I wanted to accomplish with this part, but I couldn't get it to work because I couldn't get the renderer that I need. And these are the conditions. If the tick image mode is trailing, then it will always update the annotation box. This is an annotation box that puts the image in a location, and it will keep updating it based on the length of the bar. And that image is called in the function plot bars over here. Plot bars in this condition. If the image label folder is included, so if someone indicated that there is a folder containing images, then this whole thing takes place. So if you don't want to use images with this package, you just ignore this folder, which is none by default. Don't add anything to that parameter and you should be fine. Remember to check the description for links to the packages so you can try them for yourself. And if you're interested in the dataset, also let me know and I can probably include it in some repository. And now I will leave you with the full race chart and ask any questions or anything that you want. And if you're interested in more videos like this, consider subscribing and liking the video. I'm planning to make a series of Python related videos, probably some short series of tutorials, basic tutorials of how to get started, and then more advanced or more project based videos, so that I can explore a few things that I like machine learning. So if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing to the channel and I'll be back.